Hello beautiful people, my name is Leon and welcome to this video. Today's video is about the empty space. It's about something that I recently learned and that I'm starting to understand. And yeah, that's why I'm making this video. So, what is the empty space? Like myself, I think that most of the people aren't even aware of it, and I think that it is a really powerful concept or truth there is to understand. And yeah, that everybody needs to know this basically. Okay, so like I said in other videos, I strongly believe that we are all consciousness, that everything is consciousness, that there are different layers of consciousness. We, for example, as humans, we can experience ourselves. We as consciousness can experience ourselves. But the problem we have is that we don't know that we are consciousness. Now, we completely identified with form, with our body, with our minds, with our thoughts, with the labels we give ourselves, with the identities, the avatar we have in this reality. This is me, I'm Leon, I'm a physical therapist, I like to play video games, blah blah blah. That is what I think I am. And that is what the majority of people thinks that they are. Not that everybody is me, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So if everything is consciousness, then all comes from the same source, the source consciousness in the end. And what I believe this source consciousness did is it split off itself to experience itself. Because when there's only one consciousness, one source of everything, then yeah, life is boring for them. And yeah, so that source decided to split off and to experience itself. And that's basically what we are. But like I also said, we have completely forgot that. We have completely identified with the role we have in society, with our body, with our thoughts. And yeah, how is the empty space now come into place? Okay, so for everything that there is, for this form that we have identified with, there has to be something which enables this form to be there. And that is, in our case, the empty space. Because we, as humans, have completely identified with form, and we only recognize the form. We only recognize ourselves, the room, the house, the earth, whatever. We only recognize form. We don't recognize the empty space that enables the form to be here. If you look at it from a smaller perspective, if you look at the smallest pieces of our cells, the atoms, they have a core and they have different pieces, but the space between the core and the pieces is extremely large. I don't know how large it is, I can't remember, but it is really large. So most of us isn't even solid. Everything there is empty space. There only 1%, 2% is really form. The stuff in between that is empty space, and this empty space enables us to be here. And if that is present in our body and present in the outside, then this is also present in our mind. We have completely identified with our thoughts. We are reacting to every thought. But the empty space that lies behind that is enabling the thoughts to be there. And if you could become aware of the empty space, you can disidentify from your thoughts. Well, that works both ways. If you disidentify from your thoughts, if you realize what your thoughts really are, yeah, that they are just electricity that is made up by your brain in order for you to function in this reality. If you don't completely identify with that, then you will recognize the empty space that is there to enable the thoughts to be. And that is, in my opinion, a really big key in order to understand what we truly are and to what is enabling us to live in the present moment again. Because yeah, I strongly believe that one of the purposes that there is in this life is to basically realize that we have to live in the present moment and that we have to disidentify from our minds, from our body, and so on. What I talked about in the beginning. That is the major purpose, and because the way we are living right now is not in the present moment. We constantly think about the future and identify ourselves with the past. And we are in a constant flight mode from the present moment. We are always searching for something better in the future. And that is a big problem. Because, if you're always searching for something in the future, then you will never get it, because the future doesn't really exist. It's just a concept, a label of our minds. And so the key is to disidentify with that and to become fully present. And what a major step for me was, a major realization that I had from reading The Power of Now, is that empty space. When I focus on the empty space, I automatically become present in the moment. Because I'm not focusing on form, I'm focusing on emptiness, on what I truly am, on the present moment. Because the second you identify with your thoughts, you will get out of the present moment, you will get into your head. And when you focus on the empty space inside of your head and the empty space around you, you will become present. And in that way you can reprogram your mind to live more and more in the present moment. Because the present moment is the only thing that there is. And the problem that we have with the present moment is that we most of the time feel pain in the present moment, because we hold on to old traumas, old emotions that we are obviously feeling when we are present. Because when we are present, we are completely focusing on our inner body, on the moment, and then this emotion can come up. And that obviously doesn't feel good most of the time, but in order to overcome that, we just have to experience the emotion. That is obviously not the case every time you get present, but that is one problem that people have with being present. When they don't feel good, they just want to escape the moment. They want to escape the bad emotion. Another example for that, or for being present in general, is there are some brief opportunities in life that you get when your mind opens up, when something happened that the mind can't really understand, or when the mind has the mind just thinks that, okay, now I can open up, I can fully enjoy the moment. That are most of the time some extraordinary stuff, like skydiving, or you being at a concert, or you being together with the love of your life, whatever, stuff like that. Is a trigger for your mind to open up so that you can experience presence. Because in the end, the moments in your life where you feel the most alive are the moments where you are not thinking, where you're just fully in the moment. And the cool thing about that is that can be the baseline for your life. You can always be in the present moment. You can always feel that blissful, peaceful, loving state. And like I said, I think that this is one of the purposes of this life, to relearn that again. Because we, as children, we knew that children are most of the time present, but because of social conditioning and so on, we let go of that. And we become identified with form, with our mind, with our body. And the topic of the video was the empty space. Because for me, the empty space, or become aware of that again, to become aware of the empty space inside of my head, inside of everything, helps me to get into the present moment. And it was a really cool realization that I had, and something that really helps me to get present. Another thing that helps me get present a lot is to feel the inside of my body, feel the energy of my body, to feel inside of my body basically. Because that will get you out of your head into your body. And that's it basically. Okay, the last thing that I want to tell you is if your mind does understand that the present moment is all there is, it will have resistance towards that. It will still have resistance towards that. It will not just open up. And that is because of our evolution, because of the way we lived for the majority of our lives, our lifespans, whatever. Your mind is basically like a computer. It's programmed that way, that it is the boss, and that if it drifts into the background, it loses control, then this would mean your own annihilation, your own death. And so that is not so cool in your mind's eye. And so, yeah, your mind is heavily resisting the present moment for the majority of the time. So it takes time in order for you to understand that, really. At least that's the case for me. I know that yes, I should live in the present moment, but my mind says no. We have lived this way for so many years. You can't just live in the present moment. Okay, but the key is, yeah, like I said, to be aware of the empty space, feel your body, connect to your senses. You'll get more present every day. And then the next big step is you realizing that you are getting back into your head. When you're present, then your mind will start to kick back in, and you will think about something unnecessary. And that is the perfect opportunity of you catching yourself thinking, of telling your mind, okay, no, this is not the way that I want to live. I want to be present. And don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself, oh my god, my mind is so stupid, I'm so stupid, I will never do that. Tell yourself, okay, cool, I recognize that, and just go on. And that catching yourself, that observing your mind will change it, will rewire it, because it, like I said, it needs time. And the best thing you can do is to not judge it negatively, to say, okay, it's cool that I recognize that, and focus on the present moment more and more, and it will implement into your life. At least that's what's the case for me right now on my journey. That is what I'm currently working on to get more present in my life. Not the only thing, obviously, but this is a big thing that I'm working on. Okay, I think that's it for now. Thank you for coming this far. Thank you for listening to me, watching my videos. You know how YouTube works. If you like that content, please subscribe, like the video, notification squad is on, so on and so forth. Makes sense, right? So have a beautiful day, be present, and enjoy your journey. Peace.